Hello guys, this is Frosty and welcome to my channel. And I know it's been a while, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video. Today we're going to be talking about virtual reality in gaming and in real life. So yesterday I was just browsing on YouTube on my spare time, and then I ran into this video by GameRanks, and they were talking about weird gaming stories that happened last month in February. And then one of the things that they talked about was this mother who lost her daughter, and they made a virtual reality version of the daughter, and then they allowed the mom to experience seeing her daughter again. Basically, when we look at this, okay, let's just look at the video, like the start of the video. This one is the world video, so I chose the shorter one so that this video doesn't go on for, like, I don't know, for too long. But yeah, there's a full documentary. I'll put it in the description if I find it. So yeah, let's watch the first part of the video.
Even though grief-stricken mother Jang Ji-sung knew the encounter wouldn't be real, she desperately wanted to reconnect with her daughter, whichever way she could.
So yeah, that's basically kind of a summary of what's happening. So she lost her daughter, she died, and the topic I'm trying to talk about today, the details on how the daughter died, that's not really important. What's important is the implications that come with this type of system. It is sweet, to be honest. If you watch the video, you're going to enjoy it. It's sweet. But don't you think it brings up a little issue of the addiction problem? I mean, if there are people who are addicted to video games, especially the bad side of video games, what would this do to people? People will not have the incentive to move on. If you really think about it, like, you lose someone, the next step you need to take is actually move on, right? And how do you do that? This is escapism. This is not real. And I understand that she basically had to say goodbye to her daughter. Maybe she didn't get the chance to do that, but basically it's like they're creating escapism for her instead of her just accepting that her daughter died and her moving on, because this is not moving on, by the way.
Donning a virtual reality headset and touch-sensitive gloves, she was able to enter the world they once knew in a park they regularly visited, see Na-yeon, hear her and feel her.
That part made me even more scared about this, like, because I'm all for technology advancing, and we've always been, amazed how the PS3, PS4, especially PC, when it comes to graphics, these things are so realistic. Like, if you play a game like God of War, it's based in a world that's weird, but you can see that the graphics look very real. Whereas off with things like GTA 5 or things like The Last of Us 2, if you've seen the gameplay footage, that stuff looks amazing. So now, when I go back to the escapism thing that I was talking about, you then start to wonder what is going on when she is in this world. Like, they recreated the park that they usually hang out at, and they made it touch sensitive gloves, which means that when she's pretending to touch something that's not there, it feels like it's there. Doesn't anyone feel like this is a bit scary? I don't know, like, I think I have a feeling like we should be drawing a line somewhere, somehow, because she could get it. Like, anyone can get addicted to something like this. If I lose my brother or my son, if I then decide to have a son in the future, wink wink, but if I actually lose someone like that, and then I can afford to buy a VR headset and these touch sensitive gloves, all this technology, and then since I'm a programmer and I like doing stuff like rendering, I could recreate stuff like this and implement it, and it may turn into an addiction. So I don't know. I really understand her. I understand why she would want to do this, but I think we need to find a way to draw a line here. So yeah, let's continue.
Maybe it's a real paradise. I met Na-yeon, who called me with a smile for a very short time, but it's a very happy time. I think I've had the dream I've always wanted.
Na-yeon passed away in 2016 from a rare disease. She was the third of 4 siblings who were also there for the moving reunion. The show is part of a Korean series called Meeting You, which is designed to give relatives a chance to say goodbye to lost loved ones, possibly bringing them closure.
They're saying that this is part of a show where they're trying to help people move on from the losses that they actually had. So if I lose my something, my brother, my father, whatever, they'll bring me to the show. I would then get to say goodbye. But okay, I understand the goal could have been amazing. Like, since it's a TV show, most probably one of the main goals was to actually make money out of this. So let's remove that for now. Let's put a scenario where they really want to help these people. What if this person decides that they want those files, that VR world, and they want to take it home? What do you say to that person? If let's say I'm a rich person and then you don't want to give it to me, I decide to buy it, then I'll just buy it, right? And I don't know, I'm just trying to put across the point where, what if I want to obtain this stuff for myself? Because I miss my dad so much and I want to see him all the time. That becomes an addiction. If I can get addicted to any, like I play Warframe. My videos, like my last 3 videos, the first videos on my channel, they're all about Warframe, right? If I didn't have an ounce of control, I would spend the whole day just playing Warframe. When I'm at work, playing Warframe all the time. When someone needs help with me, like where I work, I need to be working, right? If I'm not, if I didn't have that little discipline, I'd always be on Warframe. Let's just try to see that as much as this is, I don't know, like a noble mission in a certain way, but I don't know, it's just odd. I don't know, like I feel like I'm being insensitive, but at the same time, I'm trying to be logical about this. This could turn into a problem. You should go watch the video on your own without me interrupting and then you listening. Like when you're done with this video, go watch the video, right? And look at the mom's reaction. Like she kind of like understands that this is not real. But that doesn't change the fact that this could change into an addiction. So a quote that she says that she practically said that maybe it's real paradise. Like she's trying to convince herself that this is real so that she doesn't have to then feel the weight of her daughter's death. She said that she met Nayon, who called me with a smile for a very short time, but it was very happy time. I think I've had the dream I've always wanted. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like she is buying into it way too much, and for her, I don't blame her because this is her daughter. The daughter died. I don't blame her, but we should draw a line somewhere. I don't know, because this could turn into something dangerous like an addiction. So yeah, let's go on.
In this episode, Jisung promised her virtual daughter to stop living in guilt and perhaps even move on from grieving. She hopes her experience will help other families dealing with a similar loss, but some experts say this method in doing so might do more harm than good.
They're right, this could actually do more harm than good. So they're saying that her seeing her daughter one last time, if this is going to be a one-time thing, is going to give her closure, but reopening a wound does not make it heal faster. I'm just being honest. Like right now, if I get a massive cut on my leg and I close it up with a bandy, me removing that bandy, like before I heal, opening up the wound again to see if, I don't know, if I cracked a bone, that will make the wound keep hurting, and that's adding extra time to the healing process. My analogy is weird. I don't know why, but yeah, that's the analogy I chose for some reason. But they're opening up opportunities for people to actually get addicted to this type of situation, and then this is going to bring up a lot of issues, especially for the video game industry on its own, because this is basically a framework of a video game without the whole mayhem of actually being a video game. This is more like a casual thing that they're trying to make for, well, they already said that it's for a TV show. So yeah, I don't know, this is kind of scary, to be honest, in the sense that a lot of people are prone to get addicted to this, and we need to find a way to draw a line somewhere. So yeah, let's continue.
It's very real as well. It's very raw, this grief, and it makes you a little bit uncomfortable almost to be looking at someone's very deep grief, and you are just kind of left wondering what is it that they wanted to achieve with this.
Advances in technology have opened up many possibilities when it comes to bringing back those who have passed. Musicians, including Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson, have been brought back to life for stage shows using holograms. But it's been controversial. One has to ask, are such applications of virtual reality technology a realistic way forward?
So this is not a realistic way forward. So this is where I start to say that this is all about the money now, because I personally love Michael Jackson. I grew up on his music. Like if you're any African from Africa, one of the most famous musicians and anyone you wanted to be is Michael Jackson. So the world needs to find a way to move on from the dude. He made amazing music. We can go back and listen to his songs. That's fine. That's us keeping his memory. Us bringing him back and have people like do some motion capture, make it look like it's him. I don't know. It's more about making money now. And the person is dead. That's not how you honor someone when they've died. You honor them by moving on. I'm starting to sound like some wise video game character or movie character, but this is how I feel about this. This is just too much.
There's something about this specific application of it that certainly strikes us as being a little bit creepy, a little bit, I think, uncanny. And part of it's because it's new. Part of it's because we're wondering if this is actually a place that we want to be able to go with this technology. But the thing is, we're already capturing so much of our loved ones all of the time that in some ways this is just the final step of what it means to sort of collect someone's social media after they've passed.
The documentary, which has been uploaded on YouTube, has garnered millions of views in just a few days. Yvonne Yong, ABC News.
Yep, so that's the end of the video. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this. I feel like they should find a way to, like draw a line, because as much as this is going to be like a TV show, it's still going to be really, really, really controversial, especially the part where they're trying to bring back dead musicians. Like, I might sound really what word can I say, insensitive. I might sound insensitive about this, but let's try to understand that when it comes to something personal like family, this is dangerous, especially if you can just buy. I can buy if I can afford one, I can just buy a virtual reality headset, and if I can find some people who can actually render this stuff, like who can make this stuff, I could pay them to make stuff like this for me, and I can have it for myself. And this is not going to be a therapy type treatment thing, because it becomes an addiction. When someone dies, when someone passes, it's really tragic, but we need to find a way to move on. So these are my thoughts on the video. So yeah, and then I was meaning to talk about the channel. So lately I've been trying to make Warframe content, but it's been hard to do that since I was still playing catch up. I was trying to catch up to the Era Quest and all that, and there's not much stuff to talk about before that, and there's not much specific things about gameplay that you can make about Warframe that I would like to make and stuff like that. And so I had gone on a break doing a lot of research, so the channel is not dead for the very, very, very few viewers I already have. Yeah, it's not dead, it's still there. I'm just trying to make up some content, and then I realized that maybe in the meantime I could make videos like this where I'm just going to be looking at videos about gaming and all type of stuff, funny stuff that we can talk about and laugh. So yeah, we can look at that stuff. So I think that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.